What's going on, you guys? I hope you're all having a great morning, evening, or afternoon whenever you may be watching this video. If you guys would have watched some of my other videos before that I posted to my channel, you guys have probably seen the Velocitech air intake install that I did on my GR86. I know for the Velocitech, I know they offer your intake whenever you may be buying one for your car, in actually different shapes and colors. This one I'm pretty sure is a trapezoid, just like white basic one. I think it looks so sick, especially with the white wheels that I have on the car as well. I think it combos and it matches perfectly. A really cool thing about Velocitech when you're on their website speccing out an intake system that you may be buying for your car is they have two different options. They have the basic just flat look like what I have on my car, just the basic white with the specific shape that you would want. And they actually also offer an intake system in their lit kit, which is what I'm going to be installing today on my 86. I really appreciate Velocitech for sending out this little lit kit system that they have. It's pretty much, so for this intake that I have on here, this white part right here is actually interchangeable, so I can take this piece off and replace it with another one. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is I'm actually going to grab my car. I'm gonna get the main garage opened up and get both the cars pulled out. That way I can actually go ahead and move my car into that garage, just so it's a little bit easier and I have a little bit more room to go ahead and do the intake install. So with that being said, let's get both the cars pulled out and get my car pulled in. So we got the 86 pulled into the garage. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is remove the front bumper. I already showed you guys how to do that in the first intake install video that I did. So I'm not gonna bore you guys with the whole process of me telling you guys how to remove the front bumper. What I'm gonna probably do is just set up a time lapse of me getting it removed. And once I have everything taken off the car, I'll show you guys how you go ahead and get the lit kit installed onto the intake system. As you guys can see now, we got the front bumper taken off the car. And here is the Velocitech intake that I currently have. What I'm going to be installing today is, I'm pretty sure it's a trapezoidal one. It's the lit, oh, it's a lit hexagon one, my apologies. And it's essentially, I think, I'm probably gonna have to remove the one that's on there right now just to be able to have access to get this part taken off. So I don't know if I honestly maybe might be able to just take this white piece off, but I'm probably end up just gonna take the entire thing off just so it's a little bit easier for me. And then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is get everything unboxed for the new lit kit, which I'm super excited to get installed onto the car. If I'm being honest, I don't drive my car a ton at night, but I'm really curious to see how this is gonna look once it's fully installed and turned on. I'm super excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this normal Velocitec air intake taken off the car, and I'll get the new lit kit put on. Another thing that I absolutely love about Velocitec is, I mentioned this in the previous video that I did an installation on their intake on, is the pictured like step-by-step directions that they provide on their website for every specific car they make an intake for. It's just really nice because it makes it easy for someone who's not really well inclined on working on their cars, and it makes it anyone honestly be able to get their intake systems installed onto their car. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do is replace the octagonal piece right here with the hexagon one. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I am like absolutely horrible. I don't have any experience with wiring of any sort at all. So this is gonna be my first time doing something along these lines. It shouldn't be too hard. I know it's pretty much just where the intake's gonna be at, like down here, it's just routing the wires up and like around to like the battery that sits in the corner over here. It shouldn't be too difficult. Like I said, I don't have any experience with wiring, so this will be my honest you know, like try on how to get this thing installed. And like I said, I want to be honest with you guys. Like I always want to be honest with you guys whenever I'm putting any sort of parts on my car. I only want the best, as sure as most of you guys do too, on your vehicles. So, which is why I really trust Velocitec, because I know they put out the best quality parts they possibly can for their vehicles that they make systems for. So I'll go ahead, get everything unboxed, and I'll go ahead and start getting the new lit kit thrown onto the car. So just for reference, I actually didn't have, I thought it was some sort of like Allen key. None of these would work for these screws right here to take this off to get the new lit little mouth on it. But I had to just go run up to Home Depot. It's actually a 2mm, I think, hex, like metric set, I think. I'm not really too sure, but it worked. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these 4 screws taken off and then get the new lit one put on, and I'll show you guys what you got to do from there. So I got the new lit like mouthpiece put onto the ram air intake. When you're doing this, you guys want to make sure that the wire is actually sticking out towards the right. That way it can be feeded up this way and up around to the battery that's in the left-hand corner over there on the side. I got everything screwed all down now. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is get all these brackets put back into place where they were originally, and hope that I can just mount it up without having to take the rest of the intake system off to get this thing on. I tried doing this beforehand and I had trouble with it getting it on the way I'm trying to do it right now, so I'll see if I can. If not, I don't really have any problem with getting it off. It's pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and get all the brackets put back on and get it thrown back into the car, and from there it's just a matter of getting all the wiring done, and we should be able to get everything turned on and test it out and see how it works. Now that we got everything all mounted up and in place, I'm gonna show you guys where you have to feed this wire. I'm pretty much gonna be showing myself how to do this at the same time too, because like I said, I've never really done stuff like wiring or anything like this before. Let me show you guys. It's supposed to be, the wire's supposed to come out right where this is right here. So I'm gonna go probably underneath the headlight Let me try and feed it through here somehow. Oh, just like that. If I can go around here. I need to somehow grab this wire though now. It's right like that, just like that. Perfect. So now I'm gonna get the little Bluetooth RGB controller all unboxed. And this is essentially how the wiring harness is supposed to look for it. I'm trying to give you guys a good, clear image. I'm sorry, it's kind of blurry. I'm showing you guys off my phone. But this is essentially how it's gonna look. I don't even think I'm gonna try to attempt to explain how to do this because like I said, I am not really well inclined the whole wiring department. So I'm gonna try my best to get it to look like this right here. And I'll pick up the camera once I hope I get everything looking the way it's supposed to. All right, so it actually wasn't too bad. I kind of just, like I said, followed the picture step by step as to how it should be connected. And I got it pretty much exactly how it should look. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get the actual box like mounted up into the car, and we'll guess we'll just take it from there. So I grabbed the Bluetooth controller. As you guys can probably see, this little bracket that's right here, I'm gonna mount the controller to it upside down like this. That way the prongs are sticking up. So I got the controller all mounted up down there. It's right there, as you guys can probably see. So now we just got to get one out of these 4 different connectors right here and just plug in the harness for the actual little mouthpiece right here. Get it plugged into one of the 4, and I think we just tuck the rest of these prongs back behind the washer fluid tank. That way it's get like a little clean look right here. And then we just get this piece connected right here. So I'll get it connected and tell you guys what you gotta do next. We then are gonna grab our wiring harness that we just got all fully connected and connect it to the controller itself. So there you guys go. Right when you guys hear the click, you guys know that it's fully connected to each other. So I got all this stuff sort of routed in the direction that I would need it to go. Both the grounds have to be wired right here. So it's these 2 grounds. Both have to be into this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this bolt taken off. Get the, you kind of have to bundle all this wire up and I guess tuck it underneath this. That way that you obviously don't see it. From there, I'm assuming we just get all this wired to go routed over there to where the positive is on the battery. And then I think that's essentially it, you guys. All right, you guys, so I got both grounds put in place. I don't think they're really going anywhere. This is essentially how my wiring looks right now. It's not the best. I'll definitely clean it up before I get everything finished up. But now I essentially just have to grab this wire, route it over to the battery and get it fully connected. And I think that should be it after you guys. So I got everything all routed up now. Everything's fully connected. It's not the best wiring job, I'm gonna be honest. This piece sticks out a little bit right here. That's the only thing that's kind of bugging me. But everything else was pretty well hidden. And as you guys can see, look at how dope that is, you guys. The light's literally on right now. It looks so bright. Like, I'm gonna go stand all the way back here. Oh my gosh, bro. That is so dope. So essentially, all we have to do now is just get the front bumper thrown back onto the car. I'm gonna go ahead and download the Velocitech app. That way I can fully control the whole LED module that's on the bottom of this right here. That way I can choose through the different colors and different kind of like light segments and everything like that. So I'll get the front bumper thrown back on and I'll show you guys how it should look. All right, you guys, so as you guys could probably tell, got the bumper thrown back on. Look how fucking dope this looks. Oh my God. All I have left to do is just grab all the 10 mils and the little clips, get everything tightened back up onto the bumper to ensure that it's not gonna fall off or anything. Afterwards, I might take the car out and get some shots or some videos for you guys of what it looks like at night with the new lit kit on it. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything tightened down and see where we go from there. All right, so I got everything connected and thrown back onto the car, bumper's on. Let me know what you guys think. The light's on, jeez, it's so bright, it looks so sick. And a really cool thing that Velocitech actually does is they have an app called Diode Dynamics that you can get on the App Store or the Google Play Store. And essentially what it is, it's like a Bluetooth monitor for that connects to the little controller that's wired up into the car. And essentially what you can do is scroll through the different color wheel. And as I'm scrolling through the different color wheel, you guys can see that it's actually changing with the different colors. It actually has a lot of different presets as well. If I wanted to go to like different patterns, there's different strobe options. There's like color jumping from different colors and everything like that. I can have it on specific color strobe, which looks pretty sick, white strobe. And there's literally hundreds and hundreds of different options that you guys can choose from. Now that we got everything finished up, what I'm gonna do now is hood closed. I'll get the car started up and rolled out, and I'll get a few clips for you guys of me driving back and forth of how the intake looks with it now turned on. Bro, you guys, look at this. Oh, look at the bro, there's no way that is legal at all, bro. I could not drive around with it looking like that. That is so dope though. Oh my God. This is just one of the many cool things that the Velocitech Lit Kit can honestly do. It is so badass. I absolutely love how this thing looks, and I'm so happy that I was able to upgrade to the Lit Kit instead of just the normal air intake that they have. Bye.